Hello everyone, and welcome back to the altars. It's day 57, and we cured our altars, but in the process probably installed a kill switch in their brain. Let's not spend too much time thinking about that, because for now there's nothing we can do. What we can do, however, is finish up on our optional tasks, which is building a third Rupidium arc and the gym module. Jan Miner is injured and should probably spend some time in the infirmary. And scientist can research Alex minerals conversion. That is fine. And I wanted to build some stuff and maybe move the modules around in the base. We want the gym, need some more minerals for that, and we want another Rupidium arc, which we can afford right now. Ooh. I didn't calculate the third Rupidium arc into my calculation for our journey cost, I think. We have... our cap is 700. One Rupidium arc costs 32. I think it's fine. Where do we put it though? Can we maybe... it's ugly, but just build 2 elevators here. That brings us to 648. We want to build a gym. That gets us to 668. And then we want to build a few personal cabins, but maybe we can destroy the... maybe we might need to hold off on the personal cabins until we have a little more... until we have the third base extension. Task completed. I guess once we'll talk to Maxwell or Lucas the next time, we can inform him about our third Rupidium arc. What can we do in the meantime? Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I can't... personal cabin 3020, how much do we need? We have enough metals, yeah, we're still always, as always, kept on minerals. Can we assign Jan Miner? No, he's still injured, so we should be the ones to do the mining. Minerals outpost. Oh, wrong minerals outpost. There we go. Let's spend a couple hours. Oh, never mind, magnetic storm is coming. Let's spend until the magnetic storm is coming. Now we should be able to build the gym. No, you shouldn't be going to the Rupidium outpost because the magnetic storm is outside. Let's build the gym. Let's build it down here for the moment. Next base extension we haven't researched. Since the magnetic storm is going on, let's make sure we have actually 2 people on maintenance that are willing to work. Apparently on emergency shift everyone is working. No matter how angry they are with me. Oh, we can man the neutralizer towers. So we need at least 4 altars, probably, to get out of here. Let's queue this up. And we can do... is there anything we want to craft? Is there anything else we want to build? Maybe 2 more personal cabins? maybe one up here. And one up here. Although if I remember correctly, we have no way to assign them, right? So right now we have 3 personal cabins for 5
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
altars. But we definitely can only afford 1 more. No, we can actually afford 2 more, right? If we demolish the dormitory, we get 8 back. We're at 680, and then we can build 2 more cabins. We currently don't have the minerals to do it, but
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move
actually
there?
I can grab it even during the storm. Let's go to our advanced mineral outpost. It's only 40 minerals. Yeah, I can do it. Okay, and every single module failed while I was gone. But I'm sure we have that under control. We do not. Let's get on repairing stuff.
Our repair kit supply was
What do you mean? What do you mean? Repair kit supply low. We need. Oh, the workshop is broken, right? I'm literally standing in the workshop, fixing it, wondering why it's not working. There we go. The refiner is checking out the gym now. Not sure if now is the correct time to do that. Let's build 2 more personal cabins. And now we demolish the dorm once I remember where it is. Refund. And we're exactly at 700. Almost like it was meant to happen that way. Last optional task is wait for the refiner's reaction to the gym, which we can do now because there's nothing else to do.
Have a nice day.
Actually, let's unassign him. Can I talk to you? Mr. Refiner Man. Can't turn emergency shift off. I guess I need to let him finish his set. Workshop. Research finished. Increased ALX recovery. And... I'm gonna keep upgrading the illuminator. Can I talk to the refiner yet? About his experience in... No? I guess we'll have to wait until the storm's over. Let's go to sleep. Does everyone have a personal cabin now? Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all going to their own cabin. Nice. Let's go to sleep. It's day 58. There's still a magnetic storm outside. The technician has a speech bubble, but it's locked. Presumably because, yeah, technician and miner are currently so pissed off with our decision that we can't do much with them. Should we spend some time gathering up organics just to fill up? How's our... yeah, we basically... yeah, we have completely full HP. So where's our organics deposit? Just on the off chance that we have to get out of here fast.
We're out of resources. Should I go there instead?
Okay, stuff has started to fail. Let's make sure we assign someone else to maintenance, and since we've lost some HP as well, we should go to maintenance as well. We can handle the communication room. Okay, you handle the communication room. We have someone working in the refinery. Anything else we can do? Contemplation room? Yep.
Our workplace is damaged. Should I work on this while you're scheduling repairs?
No, no. Is everything back up? No. Research lab is still down. Do we have repair kits? Are you handling it? Thanks, man. Only 9 more hours. Production. ALX to minerals conversion unlocked. Will we be able to unlock the improvement soon? We could for a price, but I'm not willing to spend the planetary sample on that, so let's send it. Let's do it 10 times for now. And have the miner move away from the workshop so we can have something to do to pass the time. Research complete. I'm gonna send another Luminator range upgrade and maybe check if we can... oh! We managed to spend all our metals. Yes, that makes sense. Our enriched metals auto miners aren't working in the storm, and they are where most of the metal is coming from. I wanted to maybe build... no, I can't build anything else. What am I thinking? We have exactly 700. Alright, never mind. Don't mind me. Can we show a movie even though it's magnetic storm outside? Just a quick little movie. Hit a quick little movie to improve the mood. Let's do an old one and skip. Let's hope nothing broke in the meantime. Nope, everything looking good and the magnetic storm is almost over. Time to go to sleep. And wake up On day 59, the sun is dangerously close. High planet activity. Night radiation starts earlier. Anomaly activity has increased. New resources appeared on the planet's surface. A new interral vein appeared on the planet's surface. Ooh. The radiation barrier is off.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
What do you mean the radiation barrier is off? Oh, they're all working out in the gym. Good for them. Machinery? Oh. I guess the radiation filter is off because we are out of metal. Which means we don't even have the ability to craft anymore.
Nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
You can do greenhouse.
Want me to go there, Chief?
You know, you should, until we're capped, do organics, Mr. Miner Man. Alright, enough filters. Anything else we're low on? No. Looking good. Getting a steady stream of metal. We're filling up on organics. And then I think on emeralds again. Even though, for now, we don't really need to do anything else. We need to make sure someone should work the kitchen. But we don't have enough raw food. But we're working on it. But we actually... we have some mush, so that's fine. What happened outside then? New interral vein appeared over there. Do we want to check maybe on the exploration vehicle situation? Over here? And another interral vein over there. Oh, was that the same? Yeah. I'm just very bad at reading this map. Let's check on the exploration vehicle. Still there, but has the technician been here at all? In the meantime? Doesn't look like it. Okay. When it said new resources appeared on the planet, what did it mean? Maybe the shallow, maybe there were some new shallow deposits? Or maybe this minerals deposit finally works. Do we want to check it out one more time before we get out of here? I'm gonna do it. One last time, minerals deposit. Show me... Oh, I actually want to try my illuminator upgrades. There we go. That was a lot quicker and a lot more efficient. Nice. Okay, my scanner pylons are still there. I'm having very low hopes that anything changed up here. Yeah, no deposit. Okay. Do we wanna... Yeah, we should hunt down the internal vein. Because we don't know... Well, we know. We have to be out of here in 6 days. We should probably make sure we leave with as much stuff in the tank as possible. And we might need to cancel our uphold. At least the stuff that consumes organics. In order to make sure that, yeah. Maybe I'm worrying too much. But I'm still a little traumatized from our last departure. Behind us? Or maybe above us? What am I looking at? Is it over here? No. Is it up here? No. Is it... Oh, it's up there. Alright. May have been easier to fast travel to this outpost, huh? You live and you learn. And where do we have to head? First off, let's recharge. I hate that I have to put the illuminator or whatever I have in hand away to do anything. It's also what killed me on day 1. It was not letting go of some build menu quick enough to head inside the airlock. We have to go through here. Can we afford to just remove this? I think so. And then... Ooh. Let's move it. Okay. Okay, whoa. Are we going in a circle again? Are we going... I'm destroying it. Get out of my face. Oh. Come here. I have the range upgrade. Bam. Who's next? I'm done messing around. One more. Alright. I think down there is where our sample is. Where? Where is your core or whatever? I don't see it. How many are there? Now. There has to be... Does this thing just not have one in... Oh, there it is. No, that's yet another one. There's nothing in there. Wait. Okay, for some reason it was just down there. Just not even close to... Whatever. How do I get there? Okay, I see. I see how it is. Lefter, even more left. And here we are. Nice. And we got a bunch of ALX in the process as well. So what else? I can do some more... Oh, I'm already right where I wanted to be, at the advanced minerals deposit. And now it's time to head to base. Check on our altars. The refiner wants to talk. Maybe he can finally talk about his experience in... let's talk to him first. Him's the refiner. About that gym, huh?
So how's the workout going? You happy with your barbells? Oh, yeah. Thanks for making the effort. You feeling all right? Honestly, my body feels great. I feel much stronger already, but... But what? But it's not okay. I'm not okay. I think I was deceiving myself. I did feel incompatible, but it wasn't because my body was incomplete. It was because my soul was missing something. Or someone, to be more precise. Someone I loved. Ben. Ben.
Didn't he die in your
Yeah.
timeline too?
Is it really so surprising for you?
It still makes sense that he's missing him. So maybe he was... he had some grief unmanaged in his time, in his alternate universe before he joined. Maybe he only joined the mission to forget about his friend's passing. I seem to remember that's what happened. I think it was on that oil rig, right? And he had a hangover and didn't go.
Actually, not that much. Of course not. You remember our basketball team captain? Yeah, I do. But, you know, I always thought that was just for laughs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for laughs. What about your cousin's
Wait.
boyfriend in the summer of... Okay, yeah, you win. I just...
He's gay?
I always thought of it as a phase.
Oh.
You know, experimenting with different
For
stuff.
some reason it took me a
I
little
thought
longer.
that
I
about
guess.
my experiments with girls. But it wasn't a phase. It felt right for you. You just never met the right guy. Yeah,
Mm,
I guess I met the right woman instead. And I met Ben, which means in our case, wasn't really about looking for a woman or a man, just finding the right person.
so canonically, all of them are bisexual then? Or at least the ones that... Who knows? Tell me more about Ben.
So, tell me more about Ben. Well, after Mom died, I decided to stay abroad, quit college. I joined this community of warehouse workers and got into activism. Ben was in our group, a geology student, but he was different. Never took things too seriously, everybody liked him. He had me the moment he smiled at me. What happened then? Our protest didn't bring results, so we intensified our actions. Police interventions escalated. Before we knew it, we were entangled in a full-scale war between the workers and the corporations. I was all into it. I even felt like the people might want me as a leader. But Ben, he started having doubts. He detested violence. He wanted us to try and change the corporation by working with it instead of fighting it.
Sorry, but that's just naive. Sounds like an idealistic soul, a mature and sensible approach. Yeah. I don't want to say that it's naive, so I think saying sounds like an idealistic soul is a more nice way to say it's naive.
Sounds like your Ben was a truly idealistic soul. You got that right. At first, I mistook it for cowardice, but as the riots got more and more violent, I began to see he was actually brave to go against the tide like that.
Did it work?
So, when Ben suggested we just pack our things and get away from it all, you went with him. Yeah, I did. And I never regretted that decision. So, you miss this guy. We became inseparable. He talked me into taking up a job in an offshore oil rig. Then one day, when we were on shore leave, Ben started talking about rubidium and space mining missions. He was so excited about it. Wanted us to enroll there and then. And did you? We both did. And then we got totally wasted, which was a bad idea because that was our last day off. So the next day, our transport arrives and Ben gets on it without me. I'm just too damn hungover. So I stay behind, miss my shift, make calls to tell them I'll get on the next transport. But I never do. Because that day, there's a major gas leak on the rig. The whole thing blows up, killing a dozen people, including Ben. After that, I just kept blaming myself for not being there with him. I kept turning it over and over in my head, wondering if I could have done something.
This is how it had to be. That is true. I assume what he means is, this is what had to happen for you, for this version of you to end up here. Which is true, but it's a psychopathic thing to say to him. Because it acknowledges that he basically all the suffering that he experienced, or that he remembers experiencing, depending on if you want to conceptualize his simulation as being real or not, whatever that means, that you are basically at fault for all of that, and that it was basically you using the quantum computer to optimize for certain perks, selectively, not really breeding, but no, similar to that. So you do realize it never actually happened. Is also either a psychopathic thing or insanely stupid thing to say, so the only option here is to say, I'm so sorry, man, and that really doesn't cover it.
I'm so sorry, man. Well, that's the twisted thing. I appreciate your empathy, but you don't have to be sorry.
We do, though.
I don't? No. Because it's not what really happened, right? Okay. At first, I was too confused to even think about it, and I guess I tried to keep Ben and that whole story at arm's length. It was depressing enough to realize who I was, or what I was. Ripple on the water of someone else's life. And I don't like being depressed, you know that. Yeah. But doing more and more of those bench presses, I just couldn't avoid thinking that if my real life path was different and I, meaning you, never even met Ben, then that means there's a possibility he might still be alive, if he exists at all.
That's true.
And the more I think about it, the more certain I am that I just want to know. I want to know what the real reality looks like.
Okay.
Does that make any sense to you?
Yes. I think that's a fine outlook to have. Even though you might be setting yourself up for disaster the same way Jan Botanist would be if he talked to Lena, right? But I don't know. We can find out when we get back. And it doesn't do anything to absolve us of all of the shit that we've done by bringing him into this world, obviously.
Okay, tell you what.
Whether or not
why don't we try and find
he's
out more
right
about
to
him
have
when
an
we get back.
optimistic
If we
outlook.
Get back. If you get back. Not much chance for me to make it. We both know that. No, Jan. You don't get it. I need to know now. It would just be so amazing to discover a different, better ending to my story. Oh, come on. Can't you use your contact with Earth to ask around?
Oh, he just wants him to be alive. Okay, so there might be... I mean, yeah, what do you want me to say? Can you find out for me if a specific person is alive?
And what would I say? I know there's rubidium to mine and the sun's chasing us, but hey, you don't happen to know anything about it, Ben?
Was he part of Ally Corp?
Well, yeah, everything sounds ridiculous if you don't put your heart in it. I'm just asking you to take me seriously, buddy. Think you can do that?
Yeah.
Okay. No promises, but I can try. Thanks, man. Seriously, I know it's a lot. I'll need to narrow down the search a bit, though. Sure. The name's Ben Harris. Actually, his full name's Benjamin, but he never liked it. The Ben I knew anyway. So I was thinking, since my Ben was so hyped up about going on a Dolly mission, if he exists, there's a solid chance he applied in this reality too, which means he's gotta be in Ally Corp's database of candidates. Okay. Let's find out if you really know him that well.
Fine.
We don't want you in here.
Rot in there, you bastards.
If he in this universe actually went on a mission, there's a chance that maybe not our quantum computer, but a quantum computer of Ally Corp even has his personality record or memory record or whatever. Let's talk to technician.
Okay. I can see you're disappointed with me. So, you're planning on holding a grudge forever?
I don't know. Huh? You're the one doing the planning here, hmm? All I want is for you to stay away from me. I told you that from the start, didn't I? But you wouldn't listen. Making pierogi, building that park for me, being my fucking pal. What a load of bullshit.
Okay. We can talk to the scientist and then we have a call waiting or a call to make. I'm not exactly sure with whom. Still feeling confident about things. I'm not sure about what things, but...
How are you? Still feeling confident about things?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You sure? That didn't sound very convincing.
No, it's just that I thought I'd be more happy about completing that old research of mine. But the more I think about it, the less reasons I have to celebrate.
What now?
What I mean is, it's a big success, but so what? Even if I do make it back alive, no one will ever know who's behind it.
Yeah, I think we established that he's also very pride and maybe even legacy driven. I think that was maybe between him and Technician or him and Miner in the conflict. We'll tell them.
Why not? We can tell them.
Tell them what? Surely you don't think anyone will let me be a part of society like a normal human being? Publicly, I won't even exist.
You will live through your work, Yandolsky will exist. You will live through your work?
But you will live through your work. And what can be more rewarding for an inventor?
Being recognized for his input. But in this world, you are the one who will get recognition for what I achieve, because you are Yandolsky.
We're both.
Does it really make such a difference? I mean, we're both Yandolsky.
It makes a difference to me. Look at us. We are two completely different people.
It's just the hairstyle and glasses, we're only different quantum states. We're only different quantum
More
states.
like two completely different quantum states of the same person. Of all my alters, you should be most aware of that.
I was aware of that when I woke up, but then my existence started moving forward in time, and I ceased to be an abstract being suspended in a single moment. I became a physical body, progressing on an individual real-life path. You see, I don't need the world to remember my name. I want it to acknowledge my distinctive existence. But I need to know that if I'm gone, you'll take care of it.
I'll let the corporation decide, or I promise to think about it when the time comes. Yes, I'm not sure if it's related to my choice, or if that's where the story is generally headed anyways. Getting some strong, my alters are not going to make it vibes. But yeah, the least we can do for all of our alters, if they don't happen to make it, is to make sure because they are individual people, even though we share DNA and partly share life paths, they are still individual people and should be recognized as such. And even if that has negative consequences for us, right?
Yes, I'll have to.
We still owe that to them.
But right now,
Or we
I
will
have bigger
when it comes to them.
problems. I promise to think about it when the time comes. No, Jan. The future is too uncertain. I need you to make a decision now.
How about Jan S. Dolsky? Let's publish it anonymously. I mean, Jan S. Dolsky?
Okay. How about Jan S. Dolsky? Huh? S for...
Yes, I get it. Thanks.
So? What do you think?
We could make you a profile on social media.
That's sweet. Thanks.
But anyone who fact-checks it will quickly find out that it's fake.
There are no records of me working at my university, no earlier publications. I appreciate the idea, but... to hell with it. I guess there really is no choice but to go with your name. Our name. Whatever. For posterity.
That would fuck with you though. I think. Not that I'm in the habit of thinking too much about what will really be remembered of me, or that I care too much. But yeah, the idea of your whole existence, basically, there's no records of it, right? So, if any person could ever be completely forgotten, it would be an altar of us that doesn't make it back to Earth. Anyone else to talk to? No? So let's make a call. We should probably move the personal cabins somewhere where they're not like in a hallway. Who can we call? Maxwell? Lucas? Lucas, alright. I'm guessing we're just informing him about the third Erpidium arc and we're not getting any more plot here, really. Because I'm assuming it can happen at any point.
Hi, Lucas.
Jan, good to hear you. What's up?
Calling because I've collected some more Erpidium. Thought you'd like to know.
Oh, man, that's so great.
Yeah. You can be pretty convincing, you know?
Really? I don't hear that often. My work can be kind of lonely.
Tell me about it. It's good to talk with someone other than... myself.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking. Remember how last time I was telling you about how Maxwell got me into all this?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You said he was going through a tough time himself. What's the story behind that?
Well, I don't know it firsthand, but I heard that years back he was a completely different person. Happily married, house in the suburbs, with a steady academic job that had nothing to do with big tech
Okay,
or
maybe
politics.
no. I wonder if he experimented on himself. That's why I was reacting to the different person line.
So, human after all.
Then it all just crumbled. One night his life suddenly got upturned, and then it was just a spiral of events. Things started toppling down like dominoes. His work, reputation.
Can we get a little more
Eventually his wife
specific?
left him.
What happened?
His friend died in a car crash. Horrible accident, drunk driving.
Really?
Oh.
Well, that's sad, but how did losing a friend have such consequences?
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I want to... if I should go into the details. They're very personal to him. But I'm also...
Was he...
Maybe another time when we can talk longer. Bottom line for me is... if it weren't for that horrible accident and Maxwell's loss, I would probably have had a much more miserable life. It's so strange to think how relative life can be. Sometimes it just... blows my mind, you know?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, no use getting all philosophical, huh? Anyway, well done with the arcs. I really appreciate it.
I'll need to focus on other things now. Before I answer that, let me finish the thought I just, or let me express the thought I just had. I'm not sure how the timeline goes between Maxwell losing his friend and Project Ela. If all of that happened after the accident, I'm wondering if, because we know Project Ela was trying to remove traumatic. Was meant to cure post-traumatic stress disorder in military veterans. And I'm wondering if the impetus for this research was Maxwell maybe trying to maybe cure his trauma of losing his friend, or maybe it originally came from him working in quantum computing and maybe experimenting with basically finding timelines where the accident didn't happen or something like that. And in the process, basically, while the original goal may have been to get his friend back, in the process maybe found a way to at least edit yourself to another version. Maybe in his case a version where he doesn't know about his friend in the first place. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if that traumatic event, how that links to a project, I think it was called Ela. Yeah, we need to focus on other things now, though.
Great, because I'll need to focus on other things now.
Of course, that's understood. Good luck. I'll 7 out.
Everyone counts. Task. Build more Rapidium arcs. Not for now. Sound mind in a sound body. Ask Lucas about Ben. Oh, can we do this right now? No. We couldn't do it during this conversation. Apparently. Alright. Everything is looking fine. So maybe we should watch a movie before we go to sleep to lift the mood. I think we have at least one left that we haven't seen. Yeah, nothing else immediately important. Okay. We're going to watch Future Ex-Girlfriend by Ed, Chris and Jack. Jenna travels back from the future to make sure Phil saves humanity. Did she really have to bring a +1 though?
Are we watching this or what?
Yes, we are, yes. I just want to make a few more quick tweaks to the device. I think I'm close.
I'm sure.
I am.
Okay, I'm not starting a 2-hour movie at midnight.
All right, well then just give me a minute to power it down.
1 minute, and then I'm coming up there and dragging you out.
Okay.
Phil, there's no time to explain.
Oh, you said I have 1 minute.
Phil, I need you to listen to me carefully.
What is this?
6 years ago, aliens arrived on Earth. They consumed all of our natural resources and enslaved humanity.
What was that? What did I just see? What was that? Is that real?
It doesn't have to be. I've traced the sequence of events this exact moment in time to your device. We use the alien tech to come back to make sure you activate it tonight, but you need to listen to me. You need to do exactly what I say when I say it, so we get this done before my past self comes up those stairs in 60 seconds.
The fate of humanity depends on you.
Man.
Glad to be here. Got it. And who are you?
This is my partner, Gunnar.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Okay, so, Phil, your leftmost node on your module, you need to articulate it slightly. Do you see
Sorry,
what I'm
you two are work friends, or?
Basically,
Yes.
not exactly,
Well,
but
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So, sorry, just to, when you say partner, you mean partner, or partner?
Honestly, Phil, it's dangerous for me to tell you too much about the future.
No.
Okay, yes. Me and Gunnar will be seeing each other. Yes.
Oh my god.
Phil, please, I really need you to focus. Okay, so we don't have that much time.
Oh my god. I'm dead.
Oh, that's
I
so
die.
sad.
And then you have to move on. You're being really Alright, well, take good care of her, man. She's a very special lady. She means everything to me.
Wow.
So how do I die? Is it because of my device, or is it because just the aliens get me, or it's heroic, right?
You don't die. You're not dead. You're like a teacher or something. I don't know. We haven't really talked in a while.
Jesus, okay.
Hey, you coming? Okay, quick, hurry. Okay, that node, you're gonna move
1 sec, love you. So we break up?
Please, Phil, hurry. The fate of humanity.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna save the world. I'm processing a lot right now, and I would like us to discuss this.
Okay, well, we have.
You have, I will have, but I have not. Is it a mutual thing, or
It got to a mutual place.
why do you, why?
Well, I don't know. We weren't communicating that well anymore, and sometimes you can be a little petty.
I'm petty.
And, honestly, things got a little crazy when the hive ship destroyed San Francisco.
I'm not petty.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people grow apart at a certain point, and I think they just kind of need to separate to kind of find that freedom by themselves, you know?
Thank you, Gunnar. Thank you. You know what? I feel like I would feel much more comfortable working if Gunnar weren't here.
It doesn't have to be weird between the two of you.
I told you I didn't.
No, babe, it's not you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know.
I need you.
Okay. Phil, listen. This is the pettiness I'm talking about. You have a chance to save humanity and most of Europe, but instead...
Oh, cool. So now you care about my work. Got it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's just interesting that now that it's going to save the world, you care about my work. But a couple days ago in my timeline, you didn't seem like you fully supported it. You were talking a lot about, like, is this worth the effort? Do people really need a distress beacon / electronic toothbrush? Which I think they do, inarguably, in case they get lost in the woods and they need a way to get home and all they have with them is a toothbrush.
I mean, I'd use it.
Right? You were just being very negative about, like, am I even ever going to finish it? Which I will, so...
Well, I mean, I was right.
I'm going to finish it.
I'm from the future, and you don't.
I'm going to finish it right now.
Because I'm back here making you!
Maybe we just take a breather for a second.
Okay, Gunnar, can you please stay out of it for a second? You realize if we change the future, you two might never even meet, so...
Well, funny enough, we actually looked into it, and most timelines, we end up together.
Okay, Gunnar. Yeah, what if I do this?
No, wait!
Oh! Okay, what if I undo that? Oh!
Oh, no!
We need to move.
Okay, out of my way.
I don't get the rules of this.
I'll do it myself.
Pass me another beer, please. Cheers.
So Jenna said you're from Michigan, right?
Originally.
Yeah, I got family in Grand Rapids, so that's crazy, right?
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah.
It's done. It's transmitting with enough time to reach the fly-by-by system. We're finally gonna get the help we need to beat those gray bastards.
Yes!
Hey, get your butt down
Oh,
here.
time's up. We gotta move. Here, take this in case we need to contact you again. Seriously, brother. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you, man.
Take care.
Yep.
And you know, Phil, I know whatever's gonna happen between us is gonna happen, but you're a great guy, and I'll always care about you. And that thing over there, I tweaked like the smallest thing, so really, you saved the world. And I would honestly like to catch up sometime. I miss you. You alright?
Yeah.
One more thing, yeah. Bill?
What is that?
Yeah, just over
Oh,
here.
it's,
Sorry.
um,
I'm sure this goes without saying, but if you could just not tell anybody about this.
Who is that?
Oh. Hi, I'm...
Jenna.
Damn it.
I think that was the best one yet.
Wow, you've really welcoming eyes.
Oh.
Is that? Do you get that?
I mean...
I don't know. This is so weird, but I like already feel so comfortable talking
This
to you.
is so weird.
It's-
This is so weird.
Right.
This is so weird.
Are you guys friends?
No.
Alright. Now we can call again, but that has to wait until tomorrow. For now, we'll go to sleep. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.